Before this video starts, I need to address that I've made a terrible mistake with this robot. That being that the robot we see escape the repair ward was actually named 5444, along with several others, while the one seen up close is very clearly 4259. I never knew this, especially since we don't see the repair ward robot's code or name very well, but the color differences are indeed there, and the Pixar wiki did tell me this, but I didn't know what it meant. Honestly, this doesn't change any of the other info I give in this video, but it does separate these two, and I have to give credit to the lovely Domo Sanis McClay for this data. Thank you very much for telling me this. And I wish I could fix the video with this revelation, but it's too late in production to do so, unfortunately. Please keep this in mind and accept my apologies. Thank you, and enjoy the video. This, my friends, is going to be the last Rogue Robot review that I'll be doing before the new year. I hope you will all enjoy this installment though, and let's go rogue with this thing. Today's focus is going to be on an upside-down 4259 robot. The 4259 robot is a medium-sized robot with an unknown exact purpose. There are many of them seen throughout the film, but most notably the one seen up close in the hallway while Eve and Wally are trying to escape. But the most important one is, of course, our little repair ward fugitive. I personally like to refer to this model as a female, so I'm going to do that here. She has a very distinct design, with her main body being short in height but overall long with a downward sloped front. Her main body color is this beige tinted gray, and she has a pair of purple stripes on her side, one smaller than the other and going from the front over the top to the back of her head. Her red cord is connected from her upper arm to the side of her head. She has two blue eyes and two very frail, articulated three-piece arms with small clips at the end. The Pixar wiki states that at least one of these hands might contain a small suction nozzle inside of it. This isn't exactly demonstrated on screen or ever referenced, so it. I'm going to keep it in mind, but I'll let you folks be the judge of that. She also has a small vent on the back of her middle piece, along with the By and Large logo and a code on her sides. Now that we're done with her appearance, let's get into her appearances. Let's go into her behavior and role. Yeah, that's better. 4259 suffers from a very unique and exclusive defect. She's permanently stuck, moving upside down, forever in what I call a Poseidon posture, or at least until she would get repaired, that is. I theorize that this was caused by her gravitational stabilizers being damaged in an accident or something, and because of this, she's often seen scooting along the floor and sometimes hovering, and almost always flailing her arms in a humorous way. We first see her far away in the background of the opening shot of the repair ward sequence, where she's floating on the left side of the room. This is seemingly a continuity error, as she's seen regularly on the right side of the room in closer shots. But this is nothing new. She's then seen briefly behind Wally in a panning shot, where she's now on the right side like she should be, between Serve and the previously covered 4867. The next time we see her is when Wally looks right and sees Serve serving balls, where she's slowly hovering backwards and continuing to wave her arms back and forth. It also seems that she's now on the right side of Swerve, up against a pillar at this point. She can then be seen from Wally's vision on the far right, turning away from him and seeming more calm. She's also now on the opposite end of this group, closest to Wally's area. After a long absence, she's briefly seen behind Wally's head in the shots of him grabbing and firing Eve's blaster. And again, she's on the wrong side of the room. But regardless, the next time we see her, possibly, is when the robots are cheering and grabbing hold of Wally. Because most of the group is together, and with all the parts moving about, and with the shot only being seen from one angle, it's near impossible to tell if she's in there. However, in the very next shots, she is there. She's seen on the left of the screen, right in front of Wally while they're running down the ward, bobbing up and down with her hands stationary. And after this, she's seen super minorly behind Fix-It, scooting along the floor and out of the entrance. I didn't know she was there until a while ago, but since the robot has the same shape, is scooting along the ground, and has the purple stripes, it's pretty obvious that it's her. We then see her out in the open, going wild in the halls with all of her friends. She's seemingly leading the pack a bit and is on the right side of the group. Her best moment is when she jumps up and slides along the slanted part of the wall like a skateboarder, which is pretty fun. After this, she's seen on the left side of the screen in the profile shot, backing up behind Polly. When Eve finds the group, her hands are seen behind the light piece of one of the stewards, as she's below Serve and next to the tall, curve-headed robot. She's of course seen getting her picture taken, and then turning slightly in the shot of Eve getting frustrated with Wally. Once again, her hands can be seen behind a steward light, and then, like everyone else, she's seen frantically escaping the halt patrol. by flying over a steward and swooping back down while flailing her arms and sharply turning to the right, or left, whatever. And with that, she's gone. Like most of them, she's never seen or mentioned again, other than being part of the wanted pictures. It's a shame as always, but who knows? Maybe someday she could be featured in a short, or series, or event or something. Perhaps we can find deleted shots, or some sort of behind-the-scenes footage that contains her. Oh wait, we have! I made a video on this a while ago, but I'll mention this for all the robots from here on out. In a behind-the-scenes video, there's a moment where some of the crew are looking over a pre-rendered version of the shot of them flying around the hallway corner and being halted. In it, we can see all the robots in different colors, and slightly more of them since this version of the scene has the camera in different places. And because of this, we get to see 4259 in a lime coloration, doing her drifting along the wall and then jumping onto the ground. What we don't get to see in the final film, however, is more of her shifting along the floor, while flailing her arms before moving out of the shot. The fact that we got to see more of her at all is incredible. And also, with this old Build-A-Bot game that I've recently looked into, finally, we may get to see more of her in the future. Who knows? So yeah, that's 4259. A really creative, goofy, memorable robot. While not being high on my ranking list, I still love her a heck of a lot. And that wraps up this series until next year. And I hope that you learned a few things from this video, and please, feel free to tell me anything about her that I didn't discuss in this as well. We always get stronger when we share thoughts. And of course, see you all in the next one.